As a man with a wife and a kid or kids, whatever, you got to know better, bro. You got to know better and you have to do better. Listen, you should not have clicked on this video if you have not seen the original video of him going through the storage and opening up the suitcase and finding a Grammy, all right? If you didn't see that, don't come on this video. I hate when people come into my videos and say, well, why you don't have a video here? Stop that, all right? I'm not risking my channel with copyrights and all that bull crap. But listen, man, if you've seen the video, then you should know. The dude did not show whose Grammy it was to the camera until he seen it himself. It was on the floor. He opened up the suitcase, then he opened up the box. He saw the Grammy. Why did you have to open your big, stupid, goofy mouth talking about something? Oh, Roddy Ricch, Roddy Ricch. That's where you messed up, and then you posted it after on top of it. So not only did you record the video, I don't know if it was live. If it was live, then he should have just never said the name when he saw the Grammy. But if it wasn't live and he posted it, bro, you had two opportunities. So I don't know if you had one opportunity or two opportunities to make a smarter decision, a more sound decision. But bro, either way, you're a goofy and you're stupid. Roddy Ricch did not care about that storage. He did not care about what was in that storage. He did not care about that Grammy. I'm telling you this right now off of experience. We got to get into how I know for a fact, but I'm going to tell you this right now. He did not care about that shit, bro. He did not care. It would not be there if he cared about it. I'm going to take Drake, for example. Drake, we know, has tons of Grammys. I remember seeing a clip inside, a little tour inside of his house. He has all his Grammys inside of his house. But the thing about Grammys is there is no monetary value for a Grammy. A Grammy is only worth to the person who accepted it what they feel like it's worth. If you don't understand what I meant by that, let me try to say it in a different way. A pair of sneakers, for example. A pair of sneakers is only worth what you think it's worth. All right, let's say there was no StockX, there was no resale market or nothing like that. You could just every sneaker that came out was just sitting on the shelves, whether collab or not collab. Let's put that for example. And you walk in and you buy a shoe. It's only worth, oh, this is the best shoe in the world because you think so. Other people may not agree with you. That's what I'm trying to say. That's how it goes for Grammys because you cannot sell a Grammy. If an artist goes broke, loses everything, loses their home, they cannot sell their Grammy. Look this shit up, man. Now, I do not know. I don't know if it's true if the dude really try to charge Roddy Ricch for the Grammy. I don't know. That's considered extortion, especially because you cannot legally sell a Grammy. I don't know if that's true or not. I really don't know. I really don't care. But I'm just saying, man, at the end of the day, you can't even sell a Grammy. It belongs to the it's called like the National Arts, something like that. It belongs to the National Arts of Science. It's a shit like that. So you can't sell the shit. And let me tell you this right now. The only reason why Roddy Ricch wanted the Grammy back is because the dude wanted the clout. He wanted to go viral. He made it public. If the dude never made it public, Roddy Ricch would have never acted like he wanted the Grammy. The Grammy would have been still sitting in that storage if the dude never bought it or whoever bought it and maybe they weren't a clout chaser and Roddy Ricch would have forgot about the Grammy, he could have got another one. Yes, he could have gotten another one. All he had to do was call the National Place of Science and say, I misplaced my Grammy. Can I get another one? They would have gave him another one. Because it's not worth anything. It's not all gold. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just a metal freaking object that they give you in the industry when you go to these freaking, these events, these music events. But there's no value to it, man. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I wouldn't have gave him nothing. I wouldn't have gave him a damn thing back. And I wouldn't have posted it on social media for clout. Because one, I don't like rappers. Rappers are evil. And for two, Roddy Ricch already has money. Did this dude do his research? Did he actually look up Roddy Ricch in a couple interviews and actually try to get to know the dude a little bit? See where his head is at? See what type of dude he is? No, he probably didn't. Because if he did, he would have known that Roddy Ricch came from money. Roddy Ricch's dad had money. Roddy Ricch was raised with a silver spoon in his mouth. Silver spoon in his mouth. Most of these dudes who come up into the industry, they already have a family member that's wealthy in the industry, or you know what I'm saying, they have a parent that indoctrinates them into the industry, or you know what I'm saying, wealth. You got to know somebody who knows somebody, or you got to be wealthy to get into the industry. These dudes try to lie to you, tell you they're broke. Oh, I was broke. I was in the hood. I was in the project. I barely knew where my next meal came from. Roaches. Bull crap. That's all a lie. That's the image they want to put out there. Let me tell you this, and listen to this. I want you to really listen to this. That image is put out there that most of these rappers were poor and grew up in a hood, and then know where the next meal is coming from. So other young men in the hood say, "Oh, I'm going through the same thing right now. If I sign a record deal, if I work on my raps, I can be him. I can be the next T.I. I could be the next Future. I could be the next Young Jeezy." That's why they put out that narrative. You cannot come up out of the hood selling drugs, being in and out of prison, roaches in a cereal box, no lights, using the stove to heat up the house, and then all of a sudden you're a millionaire, you're rich, you're this mainstream big rapper. It doesn't work like that, man. You have to buy your way into the music industry by selling your soul or by knowing somebody that's already in there and connected. So yeah, man, Roddy Ricch already came from money. And if this dude would have done his research, he would have known that Roddy Ricch didn't need the Grammy. And Roddy Ricch was not about to pay you for that Grammy if he was actually trying to get money for the Grammy. Now this is my thing, man. I done said this before in plenty of other videos, and I'll say it again. Black men and Puerto Rican men are the most immature men who don't want to grow up. This dude did not want to grow up. This dude really said, "Oh, I just want to record a video of me handing you the Grammy." Of us. Bro, you fanned out like some teenage little boy, teenage little girl? You fanned out over Roddy Ricch? First of all rappers are nobodies. And the reason why I say this is because they're too lazy to work a job or to work for a company or invest so they can own a company or invest their money in the stocks to become rich. They actually want a handout for saying red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. That's how lazy they are, that they really think they are successful because they can say one fish, two fish, red fish, blue, because they can rhyme. Make it make sense, man. Rappers are some of the most laziest people in the freaking world. This man's fanned out over a lazy person. Over a lazy person. And Roddy Ricch is not even one of the biggest lazy person in the industry. He's not like a Drake or a Jay-Z or a Kanye or something like that. So you fanned out over a lower tier rapper in the music industry that you want a video of you giving it back to him. And he didn't even show up because he know you're a loser, you're a cornball. And here's my thing, like I said, how rappers are evil, man. Roddy Ricch is a loser too, just like all of them. He admitted that he knew people were sending this man death threats to his kids, to his wife, who had nothing to do with anything, and he was okay with it. He was like, "Oh yeah, of course my fans are gonna feel some type of way if they feel like you're trying to get clout." How about you not denounce that bull crap? How about you? Why didn't you say in the video, "Yeah, man, I heard people were sending death threats to this man," and man, that's not necessary, man. I don't appreciate that. If you were a fan of me and you're sending death threats over a Grammy, over a storage that he bought, that he rightfully bought, man, don't listen to my music no more, because we're not doing that. Why did he could have just said that? Did it hurt him to say that? No, because he's evil, because he's for that bull crap. All these rappers are evil and demonic. They worship Satan. Now, I'm going to tell you about God. My right hand, right? This is my right hand. I know it looks like left to you out, but God is my witness, man. I reside in CT, born and raised in Connecticut, about 45 minutes to an hour from New York, depending on how you drive. I got a lot of my heat. I think J Balvin's, the Wave Runners, Reverse Shutter Backboards, and a few other pairs. I was dealing with this dude up in a sneaker store up in Danbury, here in the state I live in, right? He bought Busta Rhymes storage. Right? Actually, it was one of his homies who was a bouncer. This dude I was buying sneakers from, he was a big gambler. High roller gambler. Like big money, right? And he also resold shoes. Like I said, I bought sneakers from him. And his bodyguard, his homie called and said, "Listen, man, I think I came across Busta Rhymes storage. You need to get here." He closed his sneaker store. He drove 45 minutes to an hour to New York. And what he found was, yes, it was Busta Rhymes storage. All types of clothing. And what was even crazy is that he took all the stuff and he brought it back to his sneaker store. So when I was in the sneaker store shopping, buying stuff, so I was like, "Yo, this Busta Rhymes stuff?" He was like, "Yeah." So not only was there mink chinchillas from some of his music videos, there was a jumpsuit from one of his clothing from a lot of his music videos, man. Crazy. All his clothing. There was also a platinum plaque. You know how you see on MTV Cribs, or you see the rappers that show their house and they have the platinum plaques with, like, it's like almost like a billboard. It's framed and it has the album in gold and it has the name of the song and a picture. Yeah. He had a few of them that he got from the storage. You know what he told me? He said, "Man, I keep getting a hold of, trying to contact Busta Rhymes and tell me he can have all his stuff back." And you know, he said he's gonna come get it and make a time to meet up, but it's been months. He hasn't came. Months. This man had mink fur coats, chinchillas, expensive designer clothing, platinum billboard, platinum plaques rather, and he was in no rush to get it. Dude probably still has this stuff. Still. What does that tell you, man? These rappers do not care about the stuff that they have in storage. So do not let Roddy Ricch fool you when he says, "Oh, my bodyguard or my bouncer, whoever it was, my assistant got into a bad car accident and they mishandled the storage." Bull crap, bro. It's a Grammy that you won from one of the top rappers in the music industry, and he's gone. He's been unalived, and his legacy lives on. The marathon continues. You would have never gotten that Grammy if you didn't do that, jump on that chorus with that man. And you have that Grammy sitting in storage, and you want to blame your assistant or bodyguard? Bro, that's bull crap. That's the only Grammy you have, right? Roddy Ricch doesn't have any other Grammy. He doesn't make enough music or good enough music to have more than one Grammy. That is the only Grammy you have. You mean to tell me it ended up in storage and ended up getting bought by a regular citizen? And you want to blame your bro? You can't make this shit up, man. You really can't. Roddy Ricch is a liar. Again, he came for money. He did not care about that storage. He did not care about what was in that storage. He could give a damn about that Grammy. And this is why I feel like Nipsey Hussle was set up, man, for sure, for sure. He was 100% set up. Because when he was alive, Roddy Ricch was meat riding. He was meat riding Nipsey Hussle. And he showed up to the funeral. And it's supposedly he's a Crip too. So how did that Grammy ended up there? Why is that Grammy not sitting in your house, showcased in your living room, on a mantle? Just like all the other rappers who get and movie stars who get Grammys and stuff like that, they have it in their house. They have it in maybe a special room, a trophy room, or a certain room. Why are fans not calling him out for disrespecting Nipsey Hussle's legacy? Thank you. If you're still here, man, comment down below if you have something to say. Hit the like button for me, for real. Because I'm being real right now. You have fans that actually threaten this stranger's family who rightfully bought the storage. You ever watch Storage Wars where they go? You mean to tell me they haven't ever come across celebrity storages? Actors, actresses, movie stars, rich people that have valuable things. You mean to tell me they never came across people with storages who had stuff they forgot about? Or stuff happened? I guarantee you none of those people threatened those people who bought those storages on a Storage Wars TV show. None of those people got threatened. But you got fans of a lollipop rapper that are out here threatening a regular citizen who purchased the storage with his hard-earned money, rightfully the legal way. Y'all want to threaten him, but y'all not going to threaten Roddy Ricch for disrespecting Nipsey Hussle. Where's the same energy for Roddy Ricch? Roddy Ricch needs to be fucking threatened too. He needs to be threatened. He needs to be, what is it called, DP'd? That's what it's called, right? When the gang beats him up, when his Crip members fight him and jump him and beat him up, he needs to be DP'd. On camera, just like Crip Mac. Because you disrespected Nipsey Hussle's legacy by letting that Grammy sit in the freaking storage and get bought by a regular citizen. Again, the only reason why this is a big deal is because the dude posted it to the internet and it went viral. That's the only reason why. Other than that, that shit would have been long gone. The man, he could have never made a video about discovering it. It could be sitting in his living room as a conversation piece. He could have privately, secretly sold it offline to maybe some rich white guy who he knows is into collecting memorabilia or something like that. Because again, you legally cannot sell that. He could not post it on eBay or post. He would be facing some criminal charges. He would get a knock on his door. He would be like, "Give me the Grammy," and then he would be facing charges if he tried to sell that, online, on the internet, publicly. But this is what happens when you don't want to grow up. A lot of Puerto Rican men don't want to grow up. A lot of melanated black men don't want to grow up. You're clout chasing. You're clout chasing a lollipop rapper. Now, from what I saw in the video, when the dude came out and said, "I'm just going to give it back. I don't want no problems. I don't mean no blah, 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 blah." I'm assuming that was the background of his house, man. It looked beautiful. It looked like this dude was living in a mansion. This dude was well off. So when you well off like that, why the heck do you give a damn about shaking hands with some lollipop rapper who is younger than you? Why do you care about meeting a rapper, bro? Well, you're obviously financially well off and successful, and you have your family. And why were you willing to put your family at risk? As a grown man, you got to put two and two together. Of course they're going to threaten your family. Now you got your innocent wife and your innocent children involved in some BS because you clout chasing. Because you don't know how to be a grown man. Literally, all you had to do was open the suitcase, open the box, see it was a Grammy, and say, we gonna close this. We gonna close this back, and we gonna end this video there. That's all you had to do. That's what I would have did. I would have opened it up. I would have said, oh shit, there's a Grammy? Close it right back. We not even gonna talk about this. I would have sold the clothes, and I would have sold the clothes. I would have sold his clothes. He wouldn't have got no Grammy. He wouldn't have got no clothes, and he would have never known that it was his storage that I came across. But to each his own, man. You're going to have dudes doing what they want to do. But at the end of the day, this man shouldn't be a husband. And he does not deserve to be a father. Because when you're as well off as he looked like he is, when you're doing that well in life, and you're supposed to be a leader, you're supposed to lead by example as a husband, as a father, and you're still playing these internet clout chasing games, you want to handshake lollipop rappers, bro, you don't deserve to be a father. You don't deserve to be a husband. Because you are not being that protective role model that you signed up to be when you took those vows, when you laid down and didn't pull out, because we know Puerto Rican dudes got weak pull-out game. You don't deserve the responsibility. You fumbled it. He literally fumbled his responsibility of being a good husband and a good father by telling the freaking everybody on social media whose Grammy it was. Let's just stop right there. We're not even gonna get into whether he asked Roddy Ricch for money, whatever conversation they had. Who matters? That does not matter. We always have to go to the beginning of what started the problem. Yes, what happened in the middle, in between, before we get to the solution, that matters. That's important. But what's really important is the beginning, what caused it, because other men need to know what to do to avoid it. You got to do it the same way the dude I bought sneakers from did it. You don't post it on social media. You don't do that, man. We gotta lead by example, by good examples, not bad example. This man set a bad example. Don't ever do what he did. Listen, if you're somebody who you buy storages, or you happen to come across some memorabilia somehow, some way, however way somebody gives you something, you realize it's a famous person, keep your freaking mouth shut. Do not post anything on the damn internet, and don't be a fool like this dude, man. Just don't do it. Again, he wouldn't have got shit from me. I'm telling you this right now. Dude was acting like a little fucking diva. Excuse my language, but Roddy Ricch really was acting like a little fucking diva about something that he treated like it was garbage. Treated like it was straight up garbage, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace and love.